Okay, welcome everyone. Let's dive right into these fascinating notes we have here. They're excerpts from a really well-known piece of writing.
Yes, following a young man's journey, and it's incredibly candid, isn't it?
It really is. And our goal today is, well, to dig into these specific moments. You, the listener, shared with us his feelings, his perspective, what really seems to matter to him as he's, navigating a tricky time.
Exactly. We're getting these glimpses of him leaving his school, spending some time in New York, all before heading home. And the voice is just so distinct.
It is honest, conversational, maybe a bit cynical sometimes.
Definitely cynical on the surface, but then you get these moments of real deep feeling underneath it all.
Right. So let's start with that feeling of transitions, of goodbyes. He mentions hating a phony goodbye.
Yeah, where you don't really feel like you're leaving or the goodbye doesn't mean anything. It's sort of empty.
But then he contrasts that, doesn't he, with a memory he actually holds on to.
He does. And it's beautiful in a way. That memory of playing football with his friends in the dark, until they could hardly even see the ball anymore, that feels real to him.
That's his genuine goodbye. It's the shared experience, not some formal thing.
Exactly. And it sets up
Yeah.
this theme right away, this search for authenticity for something that isn't phony.
And you see that search pop up in his interactions, too, like that awkward scene with old Mr. Spencer.
Oh, yeah. Discussing being kicked out and Mr. Spencer talking about this terrible, terrible fall waiting for him.
There's such tension there. You feel Holden just wanting to, escape the room.
Definitely. He needs to get away from that difficult conversation, maybe from the truth Mr. Spencer is trying to offer, however awkwardly.
And this idea of phonies just keeps coming up, right? School headmasters, people in bars in New York.
It's the backdrop, isn't it? This world he sees as largely artificial. And maybe his constant labeling is less about judgment and more about desperation. He's looking so hard for something real.
And amidst all that searching, certain things really stand out as meaningful to him, like his red hunting hat.
Ah, the hat. Yes.
He puts it on when he wants to feel like himself, wears the peak backwards because he liked it that way. It's clearly more than just a hat.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a personal symbol, maybe even a bit of armor against that phony world. Yeah. It's his thing.
And he even gets the hat check girl to appreciate it, which is a nice little touch, a small connection.
It shows how he can use these personal things to connect sometimes, even if it's fleeting.
Then there's Jane Gallagher. The memory you included is so tender.
It really is. Not some grand dramatic thing, but that specific detail about her playing checkers.
And keeping all her kings in the back row.
Yes. That tiny detail says so much about how he sees her, perhaps her innocence or her uniqueness. It's this protected, cherished memory.
Which makes his nervousness about her dating Stradlater completely understandable. He sees Stradlater as a threat to that specific thing he values in her.
Precisely. He wants to protect that memory, protect her in a way.
And you see glimmers of that desire for connection, maybe for goodness, in other small moments too, like helping the nuns with their suitcases.
Or just the simple kindness of the hat check girl. These feel like little islands of genuineness for him.
They cut through all the noise and the phoniness he perceives everywhere else.
And that theme of protection, it really comes to a head with his sister Phoebe, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. His decision to sneak home, specifically to see her because he's worried. He imagines getting pneumonia and dying.
Which says so much about his own feelings of vulnerability, I think, and how much he needs that connection with her. She's his anchor.
And their interaction is just, it's one of the most revealing parts. Her worry for him, her giving him her Christmas money.
And his reaction? Actually crying. It feels like one of the only times his guard completely drops.
And it's with Phoebe that he shares that central idea, the one that sort of explains everything, based on the Robert Burns poem.
Right, although she corrects his version of the line.
Yeah.
But the image is what matters.
This image of him being the catcher in the rye, standing near a cliff.
And catching little kids before they fall off. Preventing them from falling into the adult world, perhaps.
It feels like it crystallizes his deepest yearning, doesn't it? This intense desire to protect innocence.
To shield others from the complicated, often disappointing, and phony adult world that he himself is struggling so hard to navigate.
So when you put these moments together, you really get this picture of a sensitive young person grappling with huge feelings about growing up, about authenticity, about where he fits.
Or if he fits, he's searching. But he's also rejecting so much of what he sees. He finds his meaning in these small, genuine moments and connections.
It makes you think, doesn't it? As you reflect on this deep dive, maybe consider what parts of his journey, his feelings resonate with you. Is it the frustration, the search?
Or maybe that protective instinct. It raises a really interesting question for all of us, I think. What things, maybe qualities or people or even ideas, feel precious and innocent to you and feel worth protecting in this world?
That's definitely something to mull over. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive today.
Hope you found it insightful.
If you did, please do like, subscribe, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. We'll see you next time.